There is nothing, only warm primordial blackness. Ever. Never, ever. Never, ever, ever, baby. An inordinate amount of time passes. It is utterly void of struggle. No ex-wives are contained within it.
An awareness creeps up on you. A mass lies hidden in your dead angle, soaking in some lurid acidic source. It's bloated and shameful, a ball of meat surrounding you. This is a terrible line of questioning, and it will only lead to more awareness of the meat thing.
Ex-love, ex-tenderness. It is foolish of you to resurface to the loss. Not after all the damage you've suffered to get here. Some of it irreversible. Stay. Sail with me through the abyss of pelagic zone.
And what do you think some people who don't want to give them to me? Fair.
Do you really?
You wouldn't like it if I told you what was back there. Why'd you think you had to bludgeon yourself into oblivion? Or did you not sense yourself marinating? Poured so much on yourself, got a bit carried away, did we, Chef?
Fear and apprehension. You should ask what's out there first.
There's this giant ball there. And evil apes. And the evil apes are juking it out on the ball. You're one of them. It's basically all just evil apes juking it out on a giant ball. Infinitesimally small.
Yeah, my baby.
You can't even make out it's a ball when you're joking it out. It's that large. Vying for resources is just a stupid expression you picked up somewhere. The part of the presentation you want to take home with you is this. You have to beat the other evil apes in the face, or you lose. Yes, it is. And you drowned in that sadness a long time ago. You lost.
Oh boy. Let's get her clothes on.
A mirror hangs above a bent and broken sink. In a fierce discharge of masculine energy, someone has ripped half the faucet off. Hot water sprays from the base and steam covers the mirror. Suddenly, you realize you have no memory of or recollection of the person you are, the people in your life, and even the world you're in has drowned in a sea of blood alcohol. This was no mere night of drinking. It was a deluge of world-ending proportions. As you slowly reach your hand towards the surface of the mirror. Abort. You clearly have not thought this through. You won't like what you see there. and you will never unbecome it. Yeah, there is definitely something wrong with where to even begin. There is the bloatedness, then the swollenness. It's like there's an upholstery of alcohol underneath your skin. Bet you are. Your nose feels like a small balloon in the middle of your face. It hurts when you honk it. It doesn't appear to be a particularly tiny nose either. Not with all the drinks it's absorbed for you. It's not. It's swollen and snail-like, wriggling between your fingers.
Ew.
Don't be scared. It's only your face. It's not like anyone's
It's
going
not
to
like
see it.
anyone's going to see. Oh, man. I
This fan has two chain pull switches. One ends in a tiny fan, or has it been consigned there as punishment? You feel as though this creature is your friend and wants to reattach itself to your neck so that you may continue your adventures together in this strange world. You swoop up and catch the tie. Snap. It's released from the blade. Warning, warning, the necktie is no longer contained. What you have in your hand is a fantastically colorful tie with 4 or 5 different patterns. The knot reminds you of a noose. The blades come squeaking to a halt. A terrible mistake. Turn the lights off immediately. You can practically feel the photons burning a hole in your brain. It's just a little hangover-induced photosensitivity. Don't overreact. Little black spots dance on your retinas. It's all... You hear a jingle. Keys are clinking in the pot. It says, whirling in rags, on the aluminium key ring. There is a single key on the ring. The number 1 is etched on it. It should open the door.
alright. Oh, hey. Interesting. We found the one for the left.
The window stands broken in its frame. Cold, the morning light hurts your eyes. It's hazy, but you see the ocean and some war-torn buildings. The shards face outward. Whatever broke this window came from the inside. A fine web of scarring covers the more likely a projectile than a held object. There are no fragments on the floor from pulling a tool back in after impact. It is too large for a bullet, yet too small for a piece of furniture. The single green shoe you found fits the hole almost as well as your foot. It would have also been heavy enough if thrown with force. Congratulations. You smashed the window with your own shoe. Now you only have one. If you're lucky, you could still find the other one on the balcony outside. The door to it should be outside your room. The cool wind gushes in. Your toes curl up.
Hello, officer.
The young woman raises a cigarette to her lips.
No.
There's only one solution to this. You're a businessman.
Because you're a police officer, sir. I'm not. Unless you've been shooting us all this time. You've been here for 3 days. On official police business, no less. Couldn't say. In truth, so far, mostly drinking.
The truth so far, mostly drinking. Alright. And no.
Of course. Be careful, officer. They don't like the police around here.
She looks back at you, a light glinting off.
Goodbye.
Bye. Yeah.
You should pick that fat, juicy cigarette butt from the tray, light it up, and smoke the living shit out of it. The living shit. Your Mesolimbic reward pathway. Who knows what you are? A monster, a murderer, the gnome of Jeroma? You feel like a smoker, especially when you look at that juicy, succulent, seductive cigarette stub, still smoldering deliciously. How very astute of you. This renders it ineffectual. You should look for a whole cigarette, or better yet.
The idea seems to make your neck expand.
Or you could not do that. No one is making you. Good. They'll make you stronger and better. You're too old to be cool now, but find cigarettes, smoke them. Plus, smoking them gives massive bonuses. There they both are. Two identical shoes. Both It's pretty clear a normal cop is not what you are. Good, they're balanced. Comfy. Feels like the only good thing about you right now, truth be told.
Ah, this kid.
You should totally sing karaoke here, the first chance you get. Your emotions need to be expressed. People need to know utterly, and it needs to be heard. Through a PA system.
Through a PA system.
By other people.
By other people.
Whether they like it or not. Ram it up their ears, says your adrenaline gland. Violently express yourself. You have not yet stumbled on the right lamentation, but it's out there. It'll come to you. You will wreak havoc with it. Don't worry. Serves them right. Wipe that smirk off their face with your sad, tragic song. Who's laughing now? No one. You have to find something tragic to sing first, though. A man in his late 20s stands behind the counter. Inspect. That was disdain in his eyes. Even now he's purposely ignoring you.
Oh no, you're a hero. A real hero cop. Am I? Or did you ride in, take the body down, solve the murder, and not trash my hostel room? You're right, you didn't, and it's only taken you 3 days
So
not to.
3 days.
No, I haven't seen you around. I'm not always here.
A competent work of taxidermy. The white and brown seabird lies among piles of coasters and drying mugs. One looks like the bird was ripped off the shield that was used to mount it. Most like something about it makes you feel bitter.
Look, your buddy is over there. Why don't you go and talk to him, okay?
He pretends not to hear you, concentrating on the bird instead.
No, I'm not the bartender. I'm the cafeteria manager. I have 3 cafeterias to manage. 3. Sylvie tends the bar here, not me. I'm only standing in. She just, you know...
There's something there, and it's not good. That's all you know for now.
Hello, sweetie. You shouldn't keep... Hello, sweetie. You shouldn't keep your colleague...
Ah.
On the counter, rolled out of his... The man does not mind.
You've just picked up some magnesium. This item is stored in the bottom left corner of the screen above your character portrait. Use magnesium to heal your morale if you have morale damage.
You gently shake his shoulder, but nothing happens. That sugary black rum stain on the counter makes you teary-eyed with joy. It's almost touching how syrupy and sticky it is. How long have you been up already? Oh, excuse me. Do you have something better to do than lust for sweet syrupy rum and lemonade? With a twist of lemon? Maybe lime. Maybe who cares? Just rum? Yeah, man, yeah. Your mesolimbic reward pathway is going wild at the thought. Lick it, lick it, lick it, your receptors chant. What happened, man? You used to be cool. Go get your boring normal... It would go well with those cigarettes. That's a great combination. A bespectacled man in an orange bomber jacket is tapped as you approach. He narrows his eyes, and if an assault were launched on this building right now, if the windows came crashing down and the whole world descended upon you, this man would hurl himself in death's way to save you. You are sure of this, but why? He is your half-brother.
Hello, I'm Kim Kitsuragi, Lieutenant, Precinct 50.
You realize he's waiting. This is your chance to come up with a really good name for yourself. Get creative. Conceptualize.
Okay then.
Oh, damn.
It looks like we had a little scheduling error on Sunday. Saturday too, actually. Have you had time to talk to the manager here? If you don't mind, we should talk to him again. Ask him for a rundown of the area. Now that I'm here as well. It also wouldn't hurt to assure him the police are finally here. In full force, I mean. Have you mapped out the initial interviews? Okay, we'll have time for that after we take a look at the coroner. Have you removed the dead body from the tree? So, the body is still in the tree.
This is the first time you detect a weariness in the lieutenant's voice. It is of...
Where it has been hanging for 7 days straight. We should go there as soon as we are done talking to the owner. I can see you drank last night and the night before, and that you are still drunk now. But I have seen officers go through worse. Much worse. If you need something for your headache, there is a general store nearby. But as I said, the dead body should...
A painkiller would be good about now. This thing is pulsating. With the best cure for a headache is, of course, morphine. They won't have that. So cigarettes will have to do.
I was sent here to meet a detective from Precinct 41. You have the insignia of the city. I suppose you could be impersonating him. You could have gotten the insignia from the black market or forged it. But for now, I'm going to set those possibilities aside. I'm not from the Inspectorate General. Yes. They are not just white rectangles. They bear a halogen watermark with the letters RCM and a pattern resembling the street grid of Revachol West. I would ask you to step into the headlights of my motor carriage, but again, it's none of my concern. I just need you to do your job. You mean you don't have a badge? Losing your identification card is a serious matter. My vehicle has a shortwave. You can use it to report your badge missing. I would advise you to locate it as quickly as possible. But get after you, officer.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi is now in your party.
Kim is
You
so
can
chill.
talk to him whenever.
The man with the unimpressive beard notices you approaching. He drops...
Mr. Gart, right? You run this place.
Yes.
I am Kim Kitsuragi from Precinct 57. This is an inter-district investigation, so joining me from Precinct 41...
I'm currently in between these.
Fantastic.
Right. Now, I know it took us a while to arrive at the scene.
Right.
It also took you a while to call us and report the dead body. It was you who placed the call, yes?
No, I only just got here. It was probably Sylvie who called you. She usually works the bar here.
Do you have her number?
As a matter of fact, I do.
You said you just got here. From where? Are you a...
What, of Martinez? No, I live in Jamrock. I only sometimes come here to keep an eye on it.
But you still know your way around, yes? In case we need that.
Yes, I know where some things are, but as I said, I don't live here. I just used to work here. And I'm not going to start working here again, if that's what you think.
I didn't imply that. Detective. I have everything. You?
Yes, yes. He means, do you have questions for me, like a police officer would? Behind this building, there's a courtyard. That's easy. See that door there? First you exit through that. Then, to your right, you should...
Does he want you to feel guilty of making that hole? It's implied in his voice.
She went away because none of your business. Oh my God, what is your obsession with this Sylvie person?
Maybe it's he who's obsessed with this Sylvie person. Certainly.
I don't know who killed him. I'm not the police. That's your... What are you, crazy? Of course I didn't...
Suddenly you tense up. Blood is being pushed to your muscles. You should hound him on this. Hound him hard. The prey drive says.
No, I didn't. I didn't. I don't appreciate this. What is this? Do I have to answer him? Is this...
The lieutenant stands motionless. His expression...
What are you, an idiot? I told you I haven't...
He ignores you.
Let's go.
Not so fast. You owe me 130 real.
No one is saying The multi-pattern necktie you found tied to the ceiling.
Let's bail! Time to push the eject button! Sounds like a
No, don't listen to him. It's madness. Just talk.
Oh, excuse me. You owe me 130 real.
The IIR, or Inter-Isolary Real, is the global reserve currency. Whatever part of the world you're in right now, it's safe to assume he means you owe him some money.
No, you don't owe me street cred. You owe me money. You owe this establishment 130 real.
Who does that clown think he is? Arrest him!
What are you, a philosopher? Money is what grown-up people use to pay for things. Things like this hostel room, or 8 bottles of potent blend, and 9 packs of Royal Extra. We use it for everything, really. Are you serious? From your work? I don't know. You can take bribes, I guess. I'm sorry. I don't think cops can take bribes.
Some do take recompense, but only to survive.
Yes, it is. No, you see, that's 40 cents. Cents are a form of currency 100 times smaller than the real. I'm not even going to take this. Come back when you have 130 real. Yes. It is.
For a moment, his antipathy is overcome by compassion for the sheer smallness of them. He demonstratively suppresses a world-weary sigh.
I'm sorry, but he has to pay. I can't let him stay here any longer if he doesn't.
Officer, maybe you're better off working this from home for now. You live in Jamrock, right? It's not that far away. Officer, you really need to take this up with your station. I have a shortwave radio in my car. Call them, ask for assistance.
Good luck.
By the way, where is home? The address is coming up blank, and this place sure isn't. But you've been at this hostel cafeteria for only 3 nights. Where were you before? You had to be somewhere. Why did you say that?
No. But isn't that an expression, not a place? A saying, up on Marvel Hill, a great high place, one that is impossible to climb back to.
That doesn't sound like somewhere you can stay if you run out of money.
Hobo cop.
You can try. Run some addresses in your head when you get the time.
Hello, sweetie.
Wait, who's Sweetie?
Why, you are, officer. And have you found anyone to be sweet to? You rascal. I'm too old for you, and too married besides.
Your advances haven't thrown her off one bit. In another place and time, she would have probably welcomed your attention.
You must forgive me. I'm getting so scatterbrained. I completely forgot I'm Lena. My husband Morel and I are staying with our friend Gary just down the street, but I come here for tea when they're away.
This Lena is wacky enough for the motley crew. Hire her on the spot.
Whatever do you mean? Sequence killers? Oh my. But I think
A partner who needs you to help him get a corpse down from a tree. I can assure you with absolute certainty, there are no sequence killings taken.
now, gentlemen, no need to squabble. I wouldn't be of much use to you anyway, sweetie. Thank you, but Martinez isn't the most. Perhaps another time. Of course, dear. Good luck with your...
All around you, rain falls on the great city of Revachol. The spring thaw must be here. The snow is melting. Looking up at the sky, cold water dripping from your hair. Grey sky like great battleships. Your shirt sticks to your chest. The shoulders of your disco blazer grow heavy. The cold finds its way in, and you're not dressed for this weather. You should get an overcoat or a patrol cloak. Sheets of rain over the water, a flight of stairs leading into the ocean. Wave after wave washing the coast of Martinez. The ruins of a half-sunken sea fort crumble on an inlet beyond the Bay of Revachol. The skyscrapers of La Delta, the financial... Will you ever go there? No, you are just one of the hundreds of thousands who watch them rise across the bay from Martinez. Every urban coastline, rain dripping off Eternite-covered roofs. Coal City, end of all lines. Your hair is an oily mess flecked with ash from neighboring coal plants. Smokestacks rise somewhere. There's a fleet on the corner. A plastic coat is folded into a small triangle under the counter by the window. Beyond that, the strikebreakers have gathered. The great gates of the industrial harbor are locked. A chill runs down you. Behind the gates, heaps of supply crates, red and blue metal shipping containers, slick with rain. The Greater Revachol Industrial Harbor is an artificial mountain range. Immense wealth. La Ducienne, King Dri's passenger harbor. Cruise ships flanked by dock arms. Cranes watching over the mouth. Kuron, the lower middle class. Distributary, a silvery curtain of rain over Capeside apartments. Hallways collapse from the moor. A yard. Rain falls onto the roof of a woodshed.
This rain will not let up anytime soon. You should get a raincoat. There's a freight to the east. They sell them there.
The RCM in Martinez. What can I help you with? We don't see a lot of police around here, that's all. Of course. What can I help you with? Of course. Where to? What do you mean? Yes, sir. District of Martinez.
He knows where we are. He just wants directions.
There's the pier, the Capeside apartment buildings, somewhat the harbor gates, some kind of commotion, I think. I don't follow that. Some shops and a bridge. The canal bridge leads just coast.
Rows of stalls under a broad roof, where silvery fish were heaped.
I don't know. The abandoned kind? It's just water. No, actually, I think they call it the Martinez Inlet.
In the west is the miracle.
No problem. Me? I am just a gardener. I am working. I have a greenhouse in the yard there.
There's discomfort. She stops mid-sentence.
Well, as you probably know...
Don't worry, miss. We are here.
Thank you. Of course. I won't hold you back.
Her gloves. You get the feeling that you need them. You have a dead body.
Sure. Keep them. I have another pair.
Before you stands a motor carriage. The bodywork is covered in vapor emanates from the large engine on the back of the vehicle. It has in the cabin, you are welcomed by a set of steering levers, a radio microphone on a hook, a pull-out toolbox under the seat, and the soft glow, a metallic drawer slides out from...
Take what you need, officer. It's going to be a long case.
He's clearly a little protective of his tools. But what can you do? Work is work. The pry bar, cold and heavy, useful for opening alls. The handles are long and it's robust, lets you see things in the pull-out toolbox slides back into its nest. Preheater gauge casts a warm glow on the steering levers and the radio on its hook. As you tap on the gauge,
there's no use pressing the heat button. It wants...
Alternative translation. Don't even think you can drive my MC. The frequency tap, the soft purr of electrical kitten.
This is Precinct 57. Hello, Lieutenant. How may I...
Hello, Alice. Please assist our colleague from the 41st Precinct here. I'm putting him on.
This is Officer Alice Demetri, Precinct 57. How may I assist you? Just a second, officer.
10-2, 10-5. This is...
A scrawny old man sits in a dusty cubicle, smoking. with a large white rectangle sewn on his vest.
10-4, what's your status? Over. 10-18, 10-20, over. State your message, sir. Over. Ten-9, repeat message. Over. 10-4, message received. This is a very serious situation.
10-22, the captain. This sounds...
Is it him? What does he want?
Says he lost his badge and needs to...
He what? He lost his badge?
Who lost his badge?
Dick fucking Mullen. Who do you think?
It's Officer Dick Mullen from the bestseller Dick Mullen and the Lost Identity.
Dick Mullen is not your name. It's the name of a fictional detective who would not defend yourself immediately. They're laughing at you.
He says this has probably happened to other policemen before him and laughs sarcastically.
Oh goddamn it! Is he fucking kidding? The whole station's gonna be dicked for this.
Satellite Officer Vikmar is wondering if you might be joking and adds that this tarnishes the reputation of the entire station. Over.
Mullen dicked us.
Mullen dicked us.
He's asking you to stop, says this is serious.
Of course it's serious. He lost his fucking badge.
Satellite Officer Vikmar concurs, losing your badge is serious. Over. Ten-4, I hear you, officer. I'm just going to make a note here that you are in pursuit of your misplaced badge.
Fuck me. Mac, come here. You've got to hear this. Dick Mullen lost his badge.
What's going on?
Super Cop here lost his badge.
He lost his what? His badge. He lost his goddamn fucking badge.
He asks you to please stop saying he lost his badge.
Why? Did he find it?
Sergeant Orson was wondering if you found your badge.
You don't have a comeback. Sorry. It's hard to think like this.
He's not replying. Looks like he's still looking for it.
What's...
10-9, come again. I didn't get that. Over.
New heights even for Captain Sober.
Ask him. Ask him if you...
Sergeant Orson wants to know if you lost...
Check your pockets. Check your... Holy fuck. You don't know. Okay, it's gone. You're...
Don't sweat it, Bratan. You don't need a gun to have fun. We can still have fun. It's not all over.
10-9, come in, officer. Did you get my question?
Oh no!
You were wondering about your gun. Over. 10-1, you're breaking up. 10-9, repeat please. Over.
Oh. I see.
10-9, come in, officer. Over. Come in, officer. 10-9, repeat message please. Did you misplace your firearm? Over.
The silence is almost dead.
It did not go well. I guess the important thing is that you follow. Did we need anything else here?
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you? Of course. What is the number, officer?
Yes, hold on. Her number is 005.
Received. Hold on, officer.
Give it a minute. She might be busy at the moment.
Just wait.
Officer, I have Sylvie Malaika on the line for you. Yes, hello? Oh, right. Hello, officer. What can I do for you?
You can hear resentment in her tone. There is no resentment in her tone. She wants you to ask her out.
No, not me. No, sorry. I don't. Not a lot of people don't have the money to have the cables put in again. They use the unions.
It was someone else. We'll find them sooner or later, officer. It just might take a while.
Yeah, go on. Yes, I know who you are. You're a police officer. The law. Oh.
Real policemen have uniforms too, by the way. Where's yours? He's in plain clothes, voluntarily. It's different from not knowing where your uniform is. There are officers who wear the signature Perseus black uniforms to the highest ranks in the RCN and end up buried in them as well. Others do it more casually. Looks like you're one of them.
Please, no. Not this again. You were trying to impress some people with it. Everyone was eating and...
Sounds like it's going to be bad. Do you really want to know?
Great. Anything else? Uniform? I never saw...
Somewhere in a dank rental apartment, two police officers stand in the... One of the men, trying not to slip on old newspapers, makes his way to the window and pulls the curtains apart. Goddamn. Officer Michelle Elfboy Williams speaks to himself. His partner, Sundance Fisher, looks at the patrol uniform he's wearing, then at an identical suit frame on the wall. It's blue and covered in dust. Let's get the fuck out of there. He turns to Williams. He hasn't been here in days.
You mean, why did I leave the bar? Honestly, I'm not really comfortable discussing it with you, sir. Maybe, I don't know. I just know I have to take some time off right now. I do hope so. Please, don't call me again. Bye.
Yes, you have obviously done something to upset her.
I'm not mad, it's just... You were so drunk and so emotional all the time, and then the skua thing happened. It just made me want to quit. The stuffed bird, the great skua. You threw it against the wall while screaming, "Fuck that bird," and laughing like a maniac. I think you said it had been giving you shit ever since you got there. Yes, well... Yes, obviously. You were the worst client I've had sailors fighting. Union guys grabbing my ass, kids stealing booze. Once, well, you were worse than all of them. Even about little things like not turning down the volume at 3 a.m. I even liked one of those songs you kept listening to on repeat. No more. I hate it now. We Go On by the O.O. I can't listen to it anymore. You've turned it into a parody. To hell with that song. Then there was your room. Your project. An experiment to see how bad it can get in there. I tried to send the cleaner, but you wouldn't let me. Threatened to make me understand. I had no idea what you meant, and I don't want to know. And then screamed something about how you're a piece of shit human being, and why does anyone even let you work as a policeman? That you'd fire yourself, but you can't even do that. And then I had to deal with your toilet. The one you clogged with police docs. I won't even mention you waving your gun around, harassing customers, threatening to sing. The ones damn it, I don't remember what I did to your damn papers. I don't remember every little...
She's worried she might have accidentally done something bad.
Especially when there's a hurricane loose. It's your fault for losing.
Something in you wants to immediately forget about this, as if there was a reason you threw them away.
No, you really weren't. You were simply the worst. God, I knew I shouldn't have brought it up. Just try not to call me again, and let's pretend it never happened.
You hear a sigh of relief on the other end of the radio.
Anything else I can help you with, officer? 57's over and out.
In the cabin, you see a set of steering levers, a radio on a hook, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge. With a matrix of an off-key melody.
Kudos! Please stop calling here. Grown-ups don't have time for your stupid games. Oh, I'm sorry, officer. I thought you were... But the doorbell is broken, and the bookstore shouldn't even be on the list anymore. So
A single beep indicates you ring the doorbell, but no one answers. Just seeing the words, Andro, all you hear is static, but no one answers the call. You ring the doorbell, but nothing. You wait for a minute or two, but all you get from the call box is silence. No one answers the call. Looks like someone has melted half the plastic off with a lighter. You hear static from the intercom speaker. It sounds as if someone has picked up the receiver, but isn't saying anything.
Yes, hello. This is Tracy Penny. Have you come to place an order? My God.
The lieutenant exchanges a look with you.
It's you. My God. I didn't think I would hear your voice here.
It's a woman. And she... No. Something's wrong here. Are you sure she's talking to you?
Michelle, just please.
Sounds like a ghost. Wind blows through your clothes and you feel...
Why did you even call? I don't understand. You've been gone for months. I thought you didn't care. Ever since I came to work here, it's been different. As if my mind's been wiped clean.
A spot of static overrides her words. When she speaks again, it sounds like she's submerged.
It's so nice. It's so nice to be able to find it.
She sounds like she's about to cry. The cold is deep under your skin, as if you were talking to someone who's 100 years away. Somewhere inside the building, water is flooding the cellar floor. She doesn't answer. Silence. The only thing you can hear now is static and waves washing ashore on the bay. Another seagull passes by. It's getting cold.
I don't know what happened either. We should probably stop playing with this thing.
You press the number sign on the keypad that terminates the call. 12 name cards on the call box read. Whatever she says, it can't hurt you. You're all right. Maybe not healthier. There's a light buzz. A strange metallic tape.
Yes, hello. This is Tricentennial Electric.
Here come the bad vibes again. Relax. Wait. Is she...
Michelle. Why did you even call? I don't understand.
The voice from the... Your hands are getting cold and your breathing becomes visible, forming small silvery puffs in the air.
Ever since I came to work, as if my mind...
You press the number sign on the keypad that terminates the call. 12 name cards on the call box read. Silence. No one answers the doorbell. Nothing happens after you ring the doorbell. They don't want to talk to you. Silence. No one answers.
Right.
Kuno's got this.
Oh yeah, Nappa Gumpy, Kuno! Right in the dick, Kuno! Get him right in the dick!
Love it in the dick.
The boy is sweating profusely. His eyes are like two black holes and his jaw is twitching as if trying to break free. The kid is obviously high.
Can't talk, pig. Shit's coming up strong. Throwing rocks.
Poor Kuno.
Shit coming up strong. That sounds good.
Yeah, Kuno! Ride the lightning, Kuno!
Kuno's riding at sea.
The rake, Kuno! You should throw the rake at him, Kuno!
The fuck? Does Kuno know what a rake is? Kuno's not a gardener. The fuck are you talking about?
He's calling us Kuno! He says we're fucking each other!
We shouldn't do anything. I don't tempt such forces. You will see.
Alright, entertain the Kuno. Show me what you got. What you got there? What you got, huh? Shitload, pig. What's your question?
Don't tell the pig shit, Kuno!
If I were to want to waste my time, which I do not, I would ask them who he is, how...
You have no idea what the...
Kuno's fuck imp. Kuno uses the fuck imp for target practice.
End of conversation. Very strong. You should be this stoic.
Probably climbed. Kuno was busy down the road when that shit went down. You heard Kuno? Kuno wasn't even in Martinez. Kuno wasn't in Revachol. Kuno wasn't regional. I don't know. Some fucking... Mesk or I don't know. Some other place. Night City. Kuno was in fucking... Kuno gives this info out on a need-to-know basis. And you don't need to know. Kuno didn't smoke the gimp, if that's what you meant. Just a couple of pigs sniffing around in the dirt. That seems pretty fucking
Yeah, you tell the faggoty Kuno.
You're testing Kuno's patience here.
Get lost,
Right, pig. This is where Kuno plays with his little wooden choo-choo. What do you want with it? Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit. Yeah? The kingdom of Kuno? The fuck Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give the fuck about it. You're testing...
Get lost,
Kuno's Kuno, pig?
Kuno. Primal. Violent.
Yeah? Think about it. Think about that rabid Kuno.
He seems glad someone understood what he was going for. But right as he's getting distracted, you hear a malevolent...
Watch out, Kuno! He's trying to fiddle you! He's gonna put his hands on you! Help! Pig's got Kuno! Help! Rape!
Help! He's got the Kuno, help! Help! He's digging his dick out!
Escalate, Kuno! His dick is...
Pigs in here, Kuno! Somebody, please! Look. I know you wanted to hit me. You got that, I'm gonna fuck that Kuno up look. The Kuno's dad gets. The murder look. The rage look. I can. Kuno can smell that violent shit. I'm gonna fuck that Kuno up. I'm gonna shut his shit down. You know what? You're nothing. You're a joke to Kuno. Kuno laughs at you. Kid,
I gotta hit a kid.
The whole charade was about establishing dominance over you.
Kuno turned you into his prison, bitch! You're gonna be in this shit with Kuno.
No, you're not. We can just...
Bitch, you're gonna be in this shit with Kuno forever!
Yeah.
Kuno, the pig's getting pretty close to me. Come to snuff my shit out, I think. Looks like it's time for me to go, Kuno. Pig's come to take me in.
She means it. The fear is real.
I'm going away for a long, long time, Kuno.
What's going on there? Fuck are you trying to pull, pig?
I come from the woods, good Davidu. You don't want to go there with me. You don't want to see what...
Don't be traumatizing here. Get the fuck out of here.
I'll die before I squeal, pig. You don't want to fuck with me. I got my hands bloody. I'm not...
You can still see the top of her head.
You're such a brat.
This trash can... There's something in there. Not necessarily connected to the case, but still. The body is downwind from here. Maybe you prefer the smell.
Trash? Food waste from the cafeteria? They lock these containers to keep... What do you mean, feel? I agree. We should get someone from the remote viewers division here. Oh. It might also be evidence. The mob could have disposed of something in there. We should get it open. We could try using a pry bar, the one you took from my motor carriage, or... Or we could ask for a key from the manager of the Whirling in Rags. He probably has one.
The body is downwind from here. Maybe you prefer the smell of garbage to the smell of death.
Trash? Food waste from the cafeteria? They log discontinued. What do you mean, feel? I agree. Oh. It might also be evidence. The mob...
No matter how strong you think you are, this is really not something you should be attempting to do with your bare hands.
Yeah, we'll come back.
Can I help you? Mine? No, it belongs to the...
Thank you for clearing that up.
Why?
I thought as much.
Well, yes.
It seems a little callous, doesn't it? Something stirs in you. Prod at him and find out.
Callous? What are you? Kras Mazov? Almost all establishments in Revachol keep their trash locked. The Whirling in Rags is not special in that regard. What do you need them for?
It concerns the case.
Just bring them back once you're done, please. Absolutely out of the...
You wait and see, cafeteria. Absolutely in the question.
What thing? What are you, a cook now? That's none of your business. You're not. You're a menace. Fine, okay. The kitchen is closed until 1 p.m. because the real cook... Yes, not the whole damn union, thank God. Just the nastiest and loudest faction. They come here in the evenings. Dumb, unruly types. Think they're big shit. But they're good customers. They place big orders and...
He hates the union, but grudgingly recognizes its power over him. So he's directing his frustration at you instead.
We should find out who these lords... We don't. We have to wait. They'll show up.
What?
By the way, you should come back to this thing-based questionnaire.
Do I have a shaker in my hand? Is this...
He sounds irritated.
Am I wearing a little bow tie? Am I wearing a bow tie and doing this? Am I smiling? Do you see me smiling and shaking my little shaker? No. Do you know why? That's right. I'm the cafeteria manager. I'm glad we cleared that. Was there anything else? Like what?
Safe would be a good talker.
The door is closed. There is no answer. You hear the shower being turned. A tremendous loneliness comes over you. Everybody in the world is doing something without you. The door is closed. Still no answer. Still, the lieutenant gives you. He doesn't like where this is going. You should punch a fucking hole in it. The murmur in your ears.
Yes?
Oh,
Excuse me? You have a distinctive way of walking. If I were to walk in front of you, we would surely...
A moment passes. This trash container is locked. The sliding lid has a padlock that says, with a well-oiled crack, don't. Maybe you shouldn't. There is, but you won't like it. Sweat forms, the smell of rotten food rises to greet you. You see soggy cartons, dirty rags, and organic waste.
We're just in time. This hasn't been emptied for over a week.
You see milk. A box falls into pieces in your hands. Batiste Soleil cereal. They're among the threadbare kitchen towels, as the legs of the slime-covered jeep.
The victim's clothes? Cadaverine odor is faint. Drop them in here, officer. Guitar-marked blue jeans. Pockets empty, or emptied. He wore them with a belt, too. A white belt. The loops appear the belt is missing. That's it. Do you see?
Something slimy catches your eye. A drab, long-sleeved shirt, olive-colored, appears from the food.
This is a military-type overgarment. No label or serial number.
The rest of the rags are just kitchen variety waste. A yellow old mug.
All right. We should go to Gart again and ask if he knows who put the clothes in the trash. It could be as simple as someone from the hostel cleaning the yard. Or that one. I'd advise against confronting that force. Not really. All we know is the victim's clothes are in the trash. The lid was locked and his establishment had the key. It's just a small...
The lieutenant nods, then looks. It's just organic waste. Cold, nothing. What's this? A blue piece of plastic sticks out from the apple peel. Something larger. A clipboard. A blue plastic clipboard with moist papers.
Officer, is that your paperwork? It is. Look, the plastic has the RCM street grid on it. You've even got an autopsy form in there. If you don't mind my asking, how could you have let your paperwork end up in the trash?
Talk about.
Understood.
Be untroubled. If anything, this small moment has made him respect you. You pick out a broken mug with an oddly racist depiction of the yellow man frolicking in saffron, only in its social sensibility.
Oh, I don't want the mug. I don't want the mug. Oh.
You've acquired an interactable item. Investigate this item further.
The container sounds a muffled
I
gong.
don't want the mug.
That's one thing off the list. I think we got it all. You said you didn't want to...
How do I get rid of it?
It's just a racist mug. What's there to read here? Not much. Oh boy, here we go. What are you going to say about a broken, tossed-away mug that you dug out of the garbage? But it was in the trash. Why not just call it out?
Can I throw it away? How do I throw it away? Oh.
The corpse looks at you with bulging white eyes. The face around them does not look human. You seem to be holding your breath. A cargo belt twists his neck at an unnatural angle. The body below appears stiff. It's letting out an ungodly rot. The smell seeps in, even through your...
Active decay. It's okay to throw up, officer. No one is judging.
He's about to blow! Cops gonna blow, Kuno!
The smell is repulsive. It pushes in from your mouth, more instant.
Oh.
Too late. It's impossible to keep in, until a pool of vomit lies under your feet, and your throat stings from the stomach acid.
It's okay. Happens to everyone. Keep it. The hangover is clearly making this worse for you. You could use some ammonia to clear your head. That young woman, the gardener, mentioned she used salts for the smell. If she doesn't have any, there might be some in the fridge store nearby.
Acquiring ammonia will provide a modifier to the white check.
It's raining again. It was clear just an hour ago. Sure, I'm done with them. Go easy on that stuff. It gave me a terrible...
There are several footprints in the mud, left by work boots. Anywhere from 6 to 12 pairs have walked. Heavy workers' boots with reinforced toes and hobnails, all over the yard. What do you think you are? A super detective? You're hungover. These are just dents in the mud. No pattern emerges. There he still is, looking right through you with his white eyes. The body below is the ammonia only makes it work. The second time, not so much. When the vomiting is done, your cheeks are wet with tears.
Get a hold of yourself.
The weight is reassuring.
I've seen strong men turn themselves inside out for hours. You are facing tough odds here. Alcohol withdrawal makes it considerably harder. No. This is a two-man assignment because it needs 2 officers. You need to get your shit together. We should go talk to the locals. Find something else to do while the wind changes.
You've gained a thought. When this dialogue is over, go to your thought cabinet and
Give it half an hour. Get yourself together. Then...
An inconspicuous pile of the roofing material, Eternite. It's nothing. Someone just left some roofing because it's nice and orderly. No, there's more to this. You get this straight. Hard to say. It's gone now. Feelings pass, you see. Especially the small ones.
Hello, sir. Step right in. The store is open. Are you interested in a new and exciting book? It's a bookstore, sir. We sell books, postcards, and some board games. It's called...
Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold your horses, little girl. You're fooling nobody.
Sir, are you okay? You've been standing here silently for a while now. Okay, sir. I'll try to answer any questions you have. I hope they're about books. Crime fiction is about murders or burglaries or things like that, and the work of a policeman or a private detective who's trying to... And it's kind of like a puzzle too. You can guess who the criminal is or how the good guys are gonna... You don't look much like a policeman. Didn't mean to offend, sir. Sorry, sir. It's just that you don't look like Dick Mullen.
She looks at Dick Mullen, frowning, dark, arrogant, violent. That's not a healthy look. Muscles get bigger, heart grows weaker. She examines the picture closely. The Vespertine detective exhibits few signs of health.
Sure you could, sir. He's just a fictional character. Maybe you can show me some real police work, sir. Like in the books. Oh, kings and queens and generals of old, or artists and writers. I think that's why people read them, to find the secrets of their fame.
you fail to do. She waits intently.
Come on, don't be silly. That's not a proper deduction. My name is Annette, sir. My mum, her name is Plaisance. She owns. Feel free to step in and browse our wares. I'm signalling that the store is open. Otherwise, people.
A sudden gush of wind turns the pages of the books on the counters. She covers her face, smiling, but she's cold.
Could help by brutally dismantling the free market. I mean,
Kind of you to offer, sir.
What could you do to help her anyway?
Oh, no, sir. I'm happy to help Mum by luring in customers. Besides, I have some hot juice in my vacuum bottle to keep warm. I do my studies at home at the moment. I have to help Mum keep this place running. Mum says it's necessary to do both because it builds character. Mum says a proper worker is dutiful. Mum says it's peachy. She was a little afraid at first. There's talk about this house being cursed.
Behind her, the window has been boarded up. You sense the boards creaking.
Cursed in the way that makes them say that no business has ever really thrived here, sir. That they all go... Exactly. But we've been doing fine so far.
We can go into the bookstore and ask...
Yes. Please do also look at our wares inside. The postcards and board games are there, sir. Maybe I can tell you about some of our books instead.
These shelves are overburdened with books from the same series. You see the name Dick Mullen over and over. Crime fiction is a disgrace. And asinine, these books greatly overstate the excitement of police work, glossing over how long it takes to act. Furthermore, they have no idea how hard. What's more, they completely ignore the psychological hardships of year after. Not a single mention of all the stress this work creates upon the officer's family. Detective fiction just doesn't tell the truth at all. Now, would you like a list of all the books found on the shelf? You see Dick Mullen on the job. Get me Mullen. A killing is declared. Dick Mullen in the murder house. Oh no, turns out he faked it to solve a case. Shelves filled to the brim with crime novels. The plaque on the shelf reads, browsing through all the books with all their names makes your head spin. Suddenly, a particularly odd title catches your eye. It reads, High Speed Love. The High Speed Love chronicles the romance between two of the finest tip-top tourney racers in history. One next to Irv's life story, you see a slim biography of an Occidental rock star called the Anti-Star. He's famous for shooting morphine into one of his eyeballs. And next to that, Revacholian radio personality Guillaume Bevy stands in front of a rundown drug den.
I really must insist you buy one of the books. Reading them is not for free. Do still browse, though.
She understands she has erred against the customer and immediately corrects course.
I'm sorry, I did not mean to rush you. You are browsing. Go ahead. Take your time. Time is commerce.
Several maps. The maps look old and faded. Your eye catches a map of Insulinda. A map of Revachol, the north coast of a verdant island. To the east, rolling Hudon. It's so small he can't. No, Coal City is worse. A charred limb. Rain. No, this is somewhere to be. This is all you have. But this large map displays archipelagos. You see a constellation of small Ozon, Laurentide, Fas Alamer, archipelagos. In the northeast, a dust mite stands on a north, radiating outwards from you. The suzerain Revachol, with a radius of 80 kilometers. Still, you can, on Caillou, Revachol, a single black star, lost little pearls of light, tiny fires. The ocean breaks apart into a tangle of cosines and azimuths, all pointing into pale connections to other worlds. Words past the Insulindian, unknown to you. You only know you have little idea what they are. Distant stars, gods. But looking at them makes you feel perhaps they are gods. Gods of distance and outer dust. It's not really a map. It's a tourist thing. A picture post. Still, it's detailed. Could be
I'm sorry, officer. The map of Martinez is the only one available. The other two are not for sale anymore. They're quite valuable, though they might not look it. The map of Martinez is 90 cents, though. That old thing. It's an out-of-date map of a tourist location that never was. From when some design studio people tried to spruce the place up 4 or 5 years ago. They also renovated the horse. They didn't get that far, for some reason. A shame the project never got going. Would be nice if someone fixed Martinez.
Volumetric ship compressor. Bizarre scientific news from Revachol West today, where a police officer's shit has been observed at a pressure of around 495 gigadecimals. These metallic hydrogen levels of shit togetherness were thought to exist only at the center of collapsing stars, not. This bookstore is not strictly about crime, romance, and biographies of famous people. There's also a wide amidst the various books, you find one written by someone named. The point of the book, and many others on this shelf, is to give people medicinal advice in situations where they don't have access to. Various paranatural books still litter the shelf. Amidst the various books, the point of the book, it serves platitudes, while also telling everyone that traditional medicine, the kind people do, wholeness, unity, balance. When it's up to your mind, it's your own fault if you're ill. Got it? Various paranatural books still litter the shelf. A small mountain of colorful board game boxes, an endless variety of source books. There's also a large hardbound tome with intricate cover art, The Hunters of Katawak. Boreal, there's a box that says Wirral, 3rd edition mega setting supplements module. Nonsense for anemic Beano-clads. The display rack is brimming with worn paperbacks featuring an extremely muscular, sword-wielding barbarian on the cover. Nearly all the titles can rows and rows of Hiamdala men blur your vision. Maybe 100. Those snow crabs are worse than they sound. Not even close. Man from Hiamdal in hell. Man from Hiamdal and the forest of slaves. Man from Hiamdal, and nothing of interest. Only silence and the cosmic background pain radiation.
Mm. 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 。 . 。 。 . 。 。 . 。 。 。 。 . 。 。 。 . 。 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 .
You see.
Excuse me, officer. The back room is strictly for nothing. Now please go back to browsing the books. Don't you feel compelled?
Oddly enough, the more she tries to draw you away from, just as you're about to pull apart the curtain.
Sir, don't touch that. I told you it's off limits for the customers. Parapsychologically speaking, we're done if you decide to open them. I won't be held responsible for the consequences.
She looks away, mumbling. Why is everyone always messing with the curtains? Why can't they just buy books?
No, it's just a storeroom for the employees, I told you. Now please step away from the curtains. You do? My God, even more reasons not to mess with the curtains. Just step away, dear sir. Why? It's not like anyone was killed. I am sorry, I don't mean to be so impolite. Just please don't go there. I can't allow that. Thank you.
What are you, a coward?
Lies. There is something mysterious about the... You see a tattered set of curtains and a polyhedron-shaped cage-like trinket. You see some kind of charm, an irregular polyhedron assembled from bones, sticks, and straw. Inside, a disturbing fish head. Aside from poking at it suspiciously, there is nothing else to do with the fish head charm at this time. The curtains remain shut before you. You see...
I warned you. You're unleashed.
A heavy door with a missing hand. What if you just break it down? You smash into the wood and see a small crack appear.
You're not thinking of trying again, are you?
Oh. Oh, shit.
It's dark. And the flashlight works a lot better if you hold it in your hand.
Your flashlight slides over an old green chalk. Some of the writing has faded with age. These lithe, pointy-eared creatures appear to be different types of Welkins. You make out translucent Welkins with organs shining under their skin. Who are all those creatures? Fantasy, one of the Welkins, towering among the rest, appears to be different. It's Vara Hamira, the Haldor, the Tuorg.
An inordinate amount of time has gone into drawing these little Welkin creatures. Political commentary. That one has a great beard, too. This looks like concept art for a project. It's not really real. Just look at those details.
And for what? All gone. The photo collage depicts barren, icy. Entire oceans have been frozen from shore to shore. There are pictures of settlements on albeit dark and cold. This vision also feels cozy in its own way, like eggnog. A pinned postcard reads, "The heat death scenario, a desperate fight for This is a monthly calendar from the year 50. Cryptic words like sprint, daily minimi. As time goes on, the numbers in the boxes grow rarer.
Looks like they didn't make it.
A note in the bottom left corner. The handwriting is only partly legible, but you can still make out three outside. A cold wind wraps. This appears to be some kind of machine with
a radio computer. Just sitting here without anyone inside. We have one of these down at the station, but I never really learned how to use it.
The machine lights up like some prehistoric animal stirring from its slumber, revealing fluorescent plate. It's empty like a beehive without its brood.
This is where the memory should go.
Nothing happens. Nothing happens. This old fireplace is covered in lines drawn in blue and red marker. The mesh a diagram for summoning some time-forgotten being. The symbols seem very esoteric. Radio frequencies, it seems. UKV 123. Unclear. It looks like a cardiovascular system split into veins and capillaries. Very advanced. You think so? The web is comprised of radio stations, all lead back to one red heart, titled "Looks Like a Surveillance Program." Someone very the leader of a massive on-air. Whoever decides to call in to a call-in, all of this is gone.
My God. It's as if the less money they had, the more ambitious their project became. The schedule. I know doom when I see it. The company was running out of funding.
Nothing. It's just lines on marble. And you see a terrifying ice bear with a strange compartment in its belly. This ice bear is a hyper-carnivore. Be careful. The lieutenant doesn't answer. His eyes are glued to the animal. A sharp slice of light shines out from a gust of freezing cold air rushes to greet you. The lieutenant takes a peek inside. His hand has found the holster of his gun.
Of course, just a giant ice bear-shaped fridge. Let's take a look inside.
The shelves are empty. All you see are crumpled ice cream wrappers with the brand name, Revachol Ice City. A handwritten note has been attached to the door. The fridge is huge. You pocket the note and the little fridge magnets keeping it on the door. A friendly cartoon bear smiles back at you from a glossy cellophane wrapper. It looks nothing like that.
Good question. It looks like an ice cream fridge. I know. What an unfortunate mark. What is even worse, the bear is still costing them money to this day.
The fridge buzzes with energy. A thick layer of coal dust. Looks like this furnace has a face. And it's a face.
Looks like it. Looks like no one has used it in ages. No.
It's dark and grimy here. In the darkness you can hear chatter.
What are you doing? Wait, really? We should investigate, see if someone's upstairs.
A few bricks have fallen off, revealing a compartment behind the wall. It's too dark to see in.
Seems like an old bunker from the revolutionary period. There is, yes. And there also appears to be something inside the hole. Interesting. Do you want to take a look?
Your hand reaches deep into darkness and spiderwebs. Rummaging around, you find rusty rifles hidden away. Most of them are rusty and inoperable, like the rest. But one catches your eye. Take it. You're a police officer.
That's a rare sight. Seems to no longer be functional, but still a beautiful thing in its own way. It means there are firearms, albeit inoperable, still lying around in Martinez. It's an interesting coin.
He likes this find. Two cables are plugged into the breaker box. The red one leads to the ice bear fridge, and the black one to the ice cream.
You broke down the back door, I suppose. It's all over now. Just a door? This place is cursed, Detective. They don't call it the doomed commercial area for nothing. Just look at... I hope you're happy now. Happy that you've ruined everything. Now that you've broken the door, the curse is coming to get me as well. Of course you didn't. You're nothing but a policeman. All right. You know what? I'm willing to let you investigate the doomed commercial area. We are set on the path. But before we go on, tell me, did you encounter the malignant entity? Yes, the malignant entity that lives inside the chimney. It takes the shape of a woman, a witch probably. I've suspected that she knows more about the curse than she lets on ever since I first saw her. Yes, I've heard that. It's enormous. She has barricaded herself behind some metal security curtains upstairs. God knows what she's doing there. Some unnatural magic, I assume. You should go find the entity and ask what happened.
If you're really interested in cracking this mystery, then we should go back to the furnace. Maybe you could yell into it, or...
Despite his cool, the lieutenant's interested in solving this mystery, too.
Annette, yes, my daughter. I hope she wasn't slacking off again with... Wonderful! Did you talk to her? Great! On a scale of 1 to 10, how...
Her opinion of her daughter depends on how well she lured you into the store.
Come now, it's not personal. It's about proper sales practices and market research. I expect an answer. My precious, her dedication brings joy to my heart. If you have children, I hope they turn out as great as my Annette. Mind your own business, sir. In our society, people don't get to tell each other how to raise their children. It's none of your or anyone... You must be kidding. There's nothing like that happening. Good, sir. What does a young child do with money anyway? No, I save it for her.
Slap the cuffs on her.
Oh, of course, officer. Good work. Are we done with it?
Yes, we've had quite enough fun here. Right.
The woman before you scans the store. A thick layer of coal dust covers the furnace, coloring it pitch black. To muster all your strength and yell, your dehydrated, hungover throat can produce little more. A lifetime of smoking and drinking will do that to you. The chatter from the chimney continues on as before. You seem to have... Then again, maybe it's...
Maybe you should let your voice rest, officer. Try again later.
A hollow ring echoes through the furnace. Your toe hurts. Something breaks loose.
Hello?
You've awakened the entity.
Hello? Did you say anything? I can't hear you. Please come upstairs.
You hear a low rumble upstairs.
After you, officer.
The note is written.
Does it say anything interesting?
This is tangential at best, but the lieutenant's detective someone has scribbled. S. I can't believe the off-site copy is still here. The illiterate ginger kid keeps stealing stuff from the studio, so I had to hide it somewhere safe. You'll find the filament memory with the off-site copy in the frozen ice cream maker. Please take it home, ASAP. It's important. I'd do it myself if I lived in a civilized place with a freezer. Take care, Sully Swaff. This orange machine is buzzing like an old. You slip your fingers up. If you want to try again, then you need to have the...
Equip the pry bar.
This orange machine, turning the crank, is all gone now. What better to assuage the creeping sense of failure than turning the crank feels it's all gone. What better to assuage the creeping sense of failure than some frozen fat and sugar? The ice, you see the pry bar's metal handle bent.
Yeah, well, that's a good pry bar. I'm not criticizing it, but this ice cream maker is frozen shut. It takes... I have no idea, officer. This ice cream...
Sooner or later, you will stumble. Two cables are plugged into the breaker box. The red one, something close to you, died.
Why did you do that?
The lieutenant raises his brows, but doesn't say anything. The electric distribution board, somewhere, a machine, something close to you, died.
Why did you do that?
The lieutenant raised... This orange machine is dead still. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner, and the ice squeaks beneath the pry bar. You see the pry...
Yeah, well, that's a good... I have no idea, officer. This ice cream...
Sooner or later, you will stumble upon a tool.
How do we go upstairs?
Okay. What do you think is going on with that computer, chalkboard, and fireplace? Yes, that is the question. It looks like one of those popular pen and paper role-playing games. Only these people would...
Utter madness, he thinks, as a compliment.
Through call-in stations, none of the players have to be physically present. Anyone in the world can participate in the game, as long as they have a two-way radio. Then there's the Game Master frequency that listens in.
His fascination has swept aside other concerns for the moment. He's a little hooked.
Indeed, those Welkins are a dead giveaway. Role-playing people love that stuff. The world looks like a modified... Not to my knowledge. They make automated games in Grad, but I don't think anyone has attempted to create an Indeed, it's ambitious and untethered from reality, but
Just...
Ah, yes. The doom of bad business practices. Okay, let's keep moving.
Hello, I'm Nia. Did you try knocking on my window? I must have missed you. I've been listening to my Milius. So what kind of die are you looking for?
Could this be the malicious entity? Perhaps it's wise to go along with this masquerade for now.
Yes, Amelia is like a call-in station. You need a two-way radio to access one. That's why I have these. Mostly, they just teach you to swear in different languages. But some of the stations can be quite interesting. I was so absorbed, I must have missed you knocking. Then how did you get inside? By the south entrance? I'm a novelty dice maker. Tell me the name of your role-playing system and I'll make the die you need.
As she speaks, her bone-like fingers fiddle with a ring. Role-playing games? You know the one made by Fortress Accident. Does that count?
Answers? How strange. These days people only come to me for dice and role-playing games. I'm not sure how helpful I'll be, but...
This person means you, or no one else. Absolutely no harm. She will answer freely and honestly.
How did I become one? It was a business decision. I was a regular jeweler at first, but that's an unfocused. Some of my friends were role players. They asked me to make some polyhedral dice out of cobalt. That was my first order. I grew it from... Not especially. I like working with rare materials and a steady pay. And role players as customers?
She's thankful for the security they provide her.
Nothing really.
Who cares about the dead body? The lieutenant looks at his notebook.
Your window looks directly onto the courtyard. You're saying you didn't see...
I'm sorry, detective, but as you know, I usually have my headphones on when I'm working. It shuts out more. Well, there's always something going on in the Whirling's backyard. During daytime, there are usually those kids. And lately, I've been seeing a lot of drunk...
She's not sorry to disappoint you. Informing on someone in a murder investigation would intrude upon her focused existence.
But I never saw anyone during that fateful Sunday night, I'm afraid. I might have, but in this case, all I would have seen is my own... It's really hard to make anything out in the yard when it's dark outside. Besides, I rarely get up to look out the window when I'm in the zone. It's an odd profession, making dice for people, but I like it, and I prefer doing this to sitting at home.
She nods.
Anything else, officer? We're inside the chimney of an old central furnace. It's strange, I know. But when I arrived here...
Plaisance was right. There's an entity living in the chimney. You should...
Creative.
Of course. Tell me what you have in mind. Ah, yes, Fortress Accident. It's too. The Wiro Untethered die is a variation of a standard role-playing die. Only, instead of plants, I'm thinking something made from alligator jawbone, cast in black resin. The reptile bone is as white as ice and dead as, well, death. For 7 real, I could have it ready in 8 hours. Great. See you in 8 hours then. Was there anything else? I've heard the stories, but I don't think those stories are true. It's just capitalism. We only hear about tales of success, so it's often surprising to realize how many ventures actually play Sans, the bookshop lady. I've heard that her business is doing rather well. Have the energy spared her somehow? Oh, right. But it's not just the bookstore that's still up and running. What about the whirling in rags? Some people say it's part of... You could say so. Both houses were built at the same time and under the east of the Commerce Central project. And then there is me. I've been here for 14 years, selling novelty dice to role-playing enthusiasts. Not exactly a million-real business idea, yet somehow I've survived despite the...
It's because she's in cahoots with the demons.
Malignant entity? What does that even mean?
The jig is up. The time has come to face the source. Fear not, for the forces of the universe are supporting you in this psychic quest.
Exactly. Truth, but I'm glad we got...
Blaisance is not going to like what you have to tell her.
More or less. Are you interested in anyone specific? Yes, I think it was called Androgynous Orlando or something similar. They weren't a big hit around here. Turns out that working class men don't like genderless haircuts. They're scared of that word.
You wouldn't like it either. The others would laugh at you.
I guess it just wasn't the time yet. It wasn't merely a gym, it was Artemitep's boxing club, a community project created to steer at-risk youth away from drugs and crime. A kind man from Zemsk. I heard he had some trouble with the law when he was younger, and that's why he wanted to start... Kuno. Who's Kuno? Oh yes, you mean the kid with the sailor's mouth. Yes, I've heard him yelling. I think it would take more than a gym to help that kid. It didn't. If anything, it made the youth situation in Martinez even worse. At some point...
You should have known it.
Eventually, the coalition took away the funding and the club went bankrupt. This was a few years ago. It's gotten much more peaceful around the plaza ever since. Oh, this one's a mess. There used to be a... Turns out, the business was actually set up as a front for an illicit group that was producing snuff milias. Who would have guessed? And they never cleaned up the debris either. Now it's a Sub Rosa radio station that broadcasts real murders with real victims. Some people pay good money to get...
What does she mean?
Don't worry, the ICP has a separate division that deals exclusively with unlike...
Good luck with that. It's not easy catching those perpetrators. You mean Mr. Fabron, the tax...
But what drugs exactly?
Anything else? There used to be a fashion atelier here, but I have forgotten the head designer's name. They were doing well for a couple of years, until the insect rights activists came. The atelier produced a certain collection that used chitin among the materials. Apparently chitin is made in the Occident, where it's extracted from beetle wings. And you know how all kinds of political movements are big in the Occident. The activists shut down the biggest chitin supplier, which of course caused the... And, naturally, all the most fashionable tastemakers refused to be seen in chitin from then on. The atelier went bankrupt before they could finish the collection. Really? Anyway.
Poor guy. Suddenly, you get a feeling that insects are important to the case somehow. It's hard to say why.
They were made by a company called Slipstream. Honestly, I think it's quite funny. I think he's still sending out holiday transmissions from Tulula. The usual, I imagine.
Men like that are a curse.
Sure, but Slipstream is history now. All that remain, I have no idea why those skis and blades are still lying around. Fortress Accident, the radio...
She liked them.
They were an interesting bunch. We talked about role-playing systems every now and then. Once, I even saw two. They certainly took their work very seriously. Even if they seemed to be... the usual. They ran out of money and couldn't get the project done on time. Well, I did hear them talking at times. They seemed to believe they were historical individuals on some grand quest. Yes, but when the money started to run out, they just began to complain a lot about capitalism. You know, in the end they just didn't get it done. They didn't have enough willpower to produce something truly historic, and to show up to work on time.
She's right. Showing up to work on time is hard. No, scratch that. Showing up to work at all is difficult, especially if you've been drinking.
Not the wisest decision.
The dice is black and filled with little silvery flakes, like snowfall.
Anything else? Oh boy, the fabled Revachol ICT. You're in for a treat here. The place was owned by two guys who had some rather innovative ideas about marketing. The bear was one of them. Now ask me about there. There was really just one. And it involved picking out the prettiest girls in the neighborhood and paying them 20 cents. And by man the booth, I mean slump behind the counter with a face that could maim you if you ever dared to disturb their bored...
Sounds like she really didn't like those girls.
Oh, but they did. They did show up to work, and not alone. There were also acne-ridden girlfriends and gorilla-like boyfriends loitering near the ice cream stand. And they already had the bear. The bear. Of course not. The bear was terrifying. No one wants ice cream guarded by a hostile apex predator. To make matters worse, eventually Revachol ICT lost the price war to its rival, Glacé 5000. Glacé 5000 sold caramel sundaes for only 5 cents a piece, out of regular fridges. Maybe, because he said that the bear was his vision.
Scary, but cool. cool.
Megatherion, a mega wild beast. It's an imaginary beast by telling you to do more.
A wise and noble, the horrific necktie tightens around your neck. Strangely excited. But it doesn't feel particularly fun.
Understandable. You shouldn't do them. You're a police officer. Anyway, now you know.
Outside it's...
Anything else? Another failed business, perhaps? I've been... Oh, right. I hope you didn't try to ring. I think none of those doorbells work, including mine. I'm still in the middle of connecting the wires. Sorry about the confusion. The one with an empty name card. It's the last one in the list. As I said, it's quite useless right now. It doesn't work yet. It can't be true. They don't work here anymore. They've been gone for it. Are you sure it was Slipstream SEA? Was it a woman? Maybe it was Plaisance from the bookstore. Tricentennial Electrics? It used to be a major electric company 100...
No, it was something else. It was eerie.
Pranks can be eerie. Oh, the kids these days. We were just one of them, and now they're terrorizing us. No solidarity. Why would Slipstream SEA have a 100-year-old recording as their doorbell message? I'm still convinced it was nothing.
My money is on electrical anomaly. I've heard of these, especially in an old building like this.
Right, it used to be a gaming arcade. This is an ancient... My advice, don't base your business on a fad. Hypnotism, fluorography, trick-track...
Agreed.
His disdain for pinball could not be clearer.
Sure, I'm listening. Good. I hope it clarified things a bit.
Hey. Psst. Psst. Hey, yes, you. Word on the street is you're ready to start building communism again. Yes, you're ready to start building communism again. You've built it before. They've built it before. Hasn't really worked out yet. But neither has love. So, what about all that communism you've promised to build? Word on the street is you keep saying things like, down with the bourgeoisie, eat the rich, sodomize the landowners, impale all people who have more than 25 real in their pocket, literally murder all human beings regardless of their political beliefs. That kind of stuff. Oh yes, the mask of ambivalence. Don't deny it. You're about to rip it off and reveal everyone can see that. So tell me, do you have any questions before we fire up the big communism builder? Or do we get right down to it? Oh yeah, get the firing squads and the animal wagons ready. Too late to back out now. You can't make an omelette without breaking a few million eggs.
Alright. Bye.
I just said.
What? Why are you throwing all your goalies away?
How much of mine? I can't even do this scroll anymore. All I can do is focus.
Okay. That's a good thing. Again, that's another great side effect. All three of those are great. I need all of that. Where did you get it from? There are people for children. There are parents who play. Build your parents. You have both right there.
It's official. Trump has ordered the Department of Justice to no longer prosecute men for abusing children. He has decided